There are a lot of big stories happening in Ghana. Meka say currently being swept under the carpet because of Kumewu by elections in Sensemno. Wawon in Ghana, your mind be yana stories neba, kesieba, fofroba, na babituno, sani yeranio mind. This is one of the big stories at Eba, but it will be swept under the carpet. Now, there is an allegation on the former chairman of the MPP, Freddie Blay. MC Freddie Blay and GNPC. Ono no ye board chair. Now there is an allegation say or try say or beton 50% of Ghana ye fango interest no. Ati say or try say or beton 50% to a year a company BFN no Petrosa just because of the personal interest be and all that. Now this story is trending and all that. Me hunde say wa baba onti ababeka say and yes sir he just had Ghana at heart. Nessa and Sensembly Nano. Now let's read a story by my info GH. Say how Freddie Blay GNPC tried to sell 50% of Ghana's oil interest in Cape 3 Points to Petrosa. Now we'll say the Minister for Energy, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh alias Napo, in letters cited by the Chronicle, slammed the board chairman of the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation, Freddie Blay, for championing his outfit's quest to offload oil interest of Ghana contrary to the directives of the government. Etie for inti we die MPP for entokwa enomwenya. Energy Minister ayefreno Napo. Ena watron krata. Krata no obo Freddie Blay chi because Freddie Blay eye board chairman Emma Ghana National Petroleum Corporation. Obo ne chi say ade a wo ye aban emfo aso say ye. Ade nti na wo ye sa. Allegation no. Or offloadi Ghana oil interest no. Aban se monye ono so eye enti no eye enkrata na po atra ababonte no na yede bo Freddie Blay echi. Also the minister criticized Blay, a former national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, in letters he wrote to the GNPC board chair and President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo while referring to letters issued by Blay and board chair of South African national company Petrosa, the company buying the oil interest from Ghana, Nkululeku Poya. Also, in the letter issued by Blay, which was dated April 23rd, 2023, the GNPC indicated that it had agreed with the proposal of Petrosa for an equal split of the 7% interest that the government of Ghana recently acquired from Anadako West Cape 3 Points Company. Also, it added that Petrosa, in return, will surrender any interest in the Deepwater Tunnel DWT held by Jubilee Oil Holdings Limited, a subsidiary of the GNPC. The GNPC did, however, indicate that the deal was subject to the approval of the Energy Minister, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh. As consistent with the said advice, the GNPC board has considered and are agreeable to your proposal to share the interest in an equal split in the DWT interest held by JOHL. Our board, considering your strong views in maintaining Petrosa's claim to preemptory rights afforded under the DWT Joint Operating Agreement and being desirous to continue to cultivate the cordial relationship between our two entities, agree that this split is prudent to both parties' interest. Also, in agreeing to this split, we expect that Petrosa shall relinquish any further or future claims on the remainder of the DWT interest held by JOHL, and also this agreement, however, as per the terms of Article 25 of the DWT Petroleum Agreement, remains subject to the written consent of Minister of Energy for Ghana, part of the letter read. The letter continued to say, we shall consider a long stop date of 3 calendar months from the date of this letter to reach a final sale and purchase of the equal split in the DWT interest held by JOHL, subject to unforeseen and unexpected delays on the side of the government of Ghana and its representatives on this matter, it added. Also, in response to the GNPC letter, Petrosa in the letter dated May 7th issued by Poya said that it agreed with the proposal. Inti nsem bebrebe aye ken and they say Ghana your oil interest at yase ena yene South African company bi a wo nso deal in oil eco agreement say yebechim efa no mo afa bi ni enso ya yeden ya fa bi asem ne tenteni ni titi mu ani or say it added that it would approach Napo to get his approval of the deal. Or say Petrosa, by extension, Petrosa Ghana Limited acknowledges and agrees that as part of the completion for this transaction, it will issue GNPC with a formal notice of relinquishment of rights to the remaining DWT interest held by JOHL. Or say we will formally approach your honorable minister for his consent to the assignment of the interest in question to Petrosa Ghana Limited, the Petrosa letter read. In looking to conclude the transaction optimally, we appoint Mr. Linda Nene, General Manager, Petrosa Ghana Limited, as Petrosa's senior responsible owner for this transaction, supported by Miss Nombulelu Taidela, Petrosa's group CFO. It would be appreciated to be informed who GNPC's point of contact for this matter will be to facilitate expeditious exchange of information, it added. Now, this is the background of the story for people to understand. Or say, the Minister of Energy, Napo, at a meeting with the board of directors of the GNPC in October 2022, ordered the GNPC to cease the transaction it was having with Petrosa regarding the sale of some of Ghana's interest in the Anadakun West Cape 3 Points Company. Or say the government owns 7% of the oil discovery in the West Cape 3 Points block offshore. Ghana, which was discovered by Anadako Petroleum Corporation, a US oil company. Into where Ghana, your interest in company bino, and na you say ye kwa koche. Kama South African company bi. Na enona Napo edin kabeka semasa. Ade we de nyanse nim na munyai. Nemse Napo beka sa de ne last year no, omo mfi e ma still omo call fed say omo kwa akoche. Ghana, ye mfa so a ewo company bi emu eye US based company, US oil company. Also, Petrosa owns 4.45% interest in the Deepwater Tunnel, which is operated by Tullow Ghana Limited. Also, by the proposed deal, the government is seeking to exchange 3.5% of its holdings in the Anadakun for the 4.45% interest in the DWT owned by Petrosa. Stakeholders in the sector have warned against the move, saying that it is not in the interest of the country. Inti yen fa so bia yenya ewo baabi no. Yesi o nkrofo bi tre yen se wo monso wo mfa so wo baabi yesi yen de sa de a yen fa so no. Ye pese ye de eko exchange nkrofo ne mfa so. Na Kenya de bone. Nanso nkrofo ahwemu ehu se daabi. Yen fa so bi na yenya no. Emfa so wo so esen sa nkrofo ne mfa so a ye ko exchange no. It doesn't make sense. It is not in the interest of Ghana. At ya say, until that is the whole issue. And no, and a day in some ba let us know and a data screen in him. No, your comment box the moment I say.